Making messes. That's what I'm making. I'm making messes everywhere, including forgetting, everything that I should have remembered at the time that, I hit go live. Let's go. We're going to do it live. Everybody, welcome to a Maker Deck show, the Maker Deck show, the Maker Deck Mashup. Oh, there's a notification saying I'm live. If you've not been tuned in lately, Maker Deck live on Twitch has been going 24/7 since its launch, maybe missing a few minutes here and there. Right now, we've got about 74 people currently tuned in, watching the stream over there. And as a matter of fact, I have to jump over to the second computer to make sure that my new print is going on Maker Deck, because otherwise, that's just not, that's not right. Wait a minute, is this, how am I, what's, how did, what, did I, oh, there we go. Okay. Give me a second. There, did it. You get to see all the notifications that come in too from behind the scenes. It's really easy. Once you get used to using StreamYard, which is what we've been using live on Maker Deck from the beginning, you get used to it. Now they are starting to add new features. StreamYard. Some features we could have used at the inception of Maker Deck live on Twitch, but still, it works. So you may be wondering, well, Chris, wait a minute. I was under the assumption that Maker Deck was only on Twitch, or the YouTube videos kind of trailed off. Yes, that's both those things can be true. Z and Z is still being produced by Zombie and Liz in their own respective channels, which is great to see. Certainly, I'm happy to have at least been a small part of that kicking off, and I take no credit for it in any way whatsoever. But one of the things that I've been itching to do with Maker Deck, I would say close to from the beginning, is an event, an actual real world event, not just a live stream. I had big goals, big ideas for what Maker Deck could be, and more than just tuning in, 3D printing together, chatting, supporting one another, and we are on the cusp of that coming to fruition. So I'm Chris Perillo. It was my crazy idea, I don't know, what was it, 3 years ago? Over the weekend, I said, you know what? This doesn't exist yet. Let's make it exist. And then, Maker Deck existed. But that's pretty much how it happened. And I'm very proud to say that it's still going. And I'm still going as well. Maybe not as prolifically in live streaming as I was a while ago. Divorce will kind of do that to you. But I am still 3D printing. In fact, I've got a few prints I'm going to be showcasing here tonight. And Matt, I don't know, Matt here, Matt Evans, who's joining me as a co-host, Matt Evans Tech. He's very local to me. We're virtually in each other's backyard. And last year, he and I started talking. We got together at a local brewery, and good things happen when alcohol is involved. And I think we kicked around the idea, what if people got together and we just kind of geeked out and did things in a sort of a meetup capacity. And so not too long after that, I think in February earlier this year, we started doing Maker Deck monthly meetups here in the hyper local Seattle area. And it's, I would say, been very fun and interesting. I would never have imagined, having the conversations I've had in person with a few people. And these are not, hugely attended meetups, but, it's a way to get out of the house and talk to other people. But I knew that, and it's always in the back of my mind, given that, events are in my blood, real world events, not just virtual events, but I wanted to do something larger. And I remember a few years ago, it was on, I think it was still called Twitter. There was talk about doing a Pacific Northwest Maker event in the spirit of a Rep Rap Fest. And, I was curious, like, well, maybe. It just didn't happen. And it continued not to happen. And I can understand why, because producing events can be a challenge. And no doubt, I don't think Maker events are going to go away anytime soon, especially community-driven Maker events in the spirit of a Rep Rap Fest. If it's not an RF, like a Smurf or a Rocky Mountain Murph, 3D Printopia now, all whatever that title is, these community-driven events, and so effectively, the bottom line is, if you're living in the Pacific Northwest and or are planning to, and are a maker, in February 21st, 2026, while it's not quite fully finalized, the contract is. We're getting there. The insurance is, well, it costs money to produce an event. So I will be bankrolling, out of the MakerDeck coffers, MakerDeck, anything that is generated from it basically pours back into it at this point. And so a lot of what happens on MakerDeck Live on Twitch will be flowing directly into the MakerDeck event. So covering the venue and other related costs, at least for this first year. So February 21st, 2026, we're planting the flag, and unofficially, because there's no registration yet, unofficially, that will be happening soon. Again, February 21st, 2026. I made sure I communicated with other event producers, checked the schedule, negotiated any possible, or found out whether we could get decent rates on hotels for people flying out of town. It will be a one-day event, a single-day event, in a suburb of Seattle, and it was because it was affordable and it was reasonable and it wasn't going to break the bank. And so MakerDeck IRL 2026, a festival for makers, will be happening, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing this stream, but also planning on doing a MakerDeck mashup stream every week, every Tuesday, around 6 p.m. Pacific from here on in. And I know there's never a good time to stream. There's never a good time to host an event. There's never a good place. There's never perfect, right? You just kind of have to plant the flag and go. And for whatever it's worth, yes, everybody is invited. Doesn't matter where you are. R2 Rocky, who I found out the other day, this guy who builds Astromechs R2 units, I actually can I say cosplayed? I did a Civil War reenactment with this guy when I was still living in LA, like decades ago, with my old college roommate, a fellow Weird Al and Star Wars fan. So it was just really funny, and he said that the other day. I'm like, wait, what? How do you know Mishka? That's how it happened. So it's just a small world. Either way, we're going to be doing these MakerDeck mashup shows for the foreseeable future every Tuesday at 6 p.m. This is kind of a soft relaunch of it on YouTube, and we're also simulcasting on my X account and on my Twitch account. I didn't want to take over the MakerDeck Twitch stream for obvious reasons, for at least for now. There's a possibility that at some point in the future we'll be able to do more virtual events, more scheduled virtual events on the MakerDeck Twitch stream. That is also in the plan, but right now I think we're going to go after a slightly larger target. My hope is to be able to pull together quite a few nerds and geeks up here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, Arkland, good to see you again, virtually. I think he's another local. He came to one of the earlier, if I'm not mistaken, I get to know usernames, right? One of the earlier monthly MakerDeck meetups that we have here in the greater Seattle area. So either way, that's the soft launch. Just letting you know to save the dates, get it on your radar, and of course we'll begin, promoting on X and across Twitch and what have you. We're going to be ramping that up. I think a lot of the people who will be attending will be very, very local. We'll be certainly looking for volunteers and help in the local area. Just some high level stuff. We have no vendors signed up right now, no sponsors signed up. We're just basically saying, hey, we're going to do this. Everybody show up. Let's have a good time. Let's see what happens. Bring your makes, and we'll figure it out as we kind of go along. I've produced events going all the way back to the year 2001. I'm no stranger to it, and I think this one certainly has some staying power. I don't think, the idea of being passionate about making is going to go away anytime soon. I don't think 3D printing is going away anytime soon. In fact, since the launch of MakerDeck, Bamboo hit the scene, and that just, I swear, just transformed everything. But of course, that doesn't mean that other companies haven't continued to innovate and kept the ball moving forward as well, including Prusa. So we're gonna certainly throw out the call saying, hey, everybody's invited. you can join us. Yes, vendors, sponsors, ideas. Let's just throw pasta up against the wall and see what sticks. But yeah, February 21st. It's a Saturday, 2026. If you live in town, I might recommend Ubering because depending on how many people come, parking's okay. It's a community center. It's not great, but theoretically, we'll be able to make it work and keep people in the loop. At least those who have registered. So that's all the information I have right now on the event for those who are still tuned in. I'm still making. Matt, of course, is making. We're always on MakerDeck. 99% of what I'm printing is Star Wars, admittedly. I was going to ask you, Matt. On Discord, we have the show and tell section. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've got an easier way of screencasting just that channel alone, because we can showcase what people have been sharing in there as well. We don't have to do that like immediately, but I'm just kind of throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Here's something that one of the first prints that I made was just a regular Jedi Temple Guard mask, and I painted the gold. This is not painted. This was done on the X1 Carbon that I have downstairs. And most people go for the big masks. And you know what? I'm looking at it thinking maybe I should have gone bigger. Maybe I should have the Jedi Temple Guard mask, because I really like how this came out.
Yeah.
It came out very well. I now have a small Jedi Temple Guard mask collection, two of which are printed. One was a purchase from, I think it was a Shop Disney had it on sale at one point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is one of the as far as a 5 POA figure that has been very, very rare, very valuable. The Jedi Temple Guard. They're only one of them in the 3.75 inch scale was ever produced. And then I think they've got a Black Series one as well. That's on my radar that I'd like to get. I haven't picked it up yet. But yeah, getting a Jedi Temple Guard, a full figure would be absolutely amazing. In fact, I should ask Play Action Toys, who's kind of out of the not out of commission, that's the wrong word, but Play Action Toys makes a lot of the models that I 3D print, like the Star Wars figures by and large, like these articulated figures, right? He makes them. Yeah, so that's Play Action Toys, and I should ping him when he's back. I think he's doing some construction, if I'm not mistaken, on his house, and so he's been out of the design game for a bit. And I've got like one figure on the desktop that I've been meaning to print for the past 6 months. That's my backlog. But either way, this is the most recent thing. I think one of the most recent things that I just printed, the Jedi Temple Guard mask, and in looking at it, wondering if I should go larger. If I could figure out how to get it to fit on my head perfectly, I'd do it. But it's not. I'd have to figure out how to make that work. I'm a maker, but I'm not that much of a maker. Maker tangential. But speaking of, I did this one in another color the other day. This is most of this is in Polymaker filament. Ooh, hang on, I still have some supports in there. No longer. God, I love tree supports. This is a TIE Pilot helmet.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, it could be scaled up as well, but I have a tendency when people scale things up, like, oh, look at these huge things. I have a tendency I scale them down.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren in the same filament, Galaxy Dark Blue, I believe. It's got glitter in it. You might not be able to see that, but you can see.
Yeah, I kind of see it a little bit.
And I know I could zoom in certainly, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But I've in the past 3 days I have printed 3 masks all on MakerDeck. Last week I printed a Flexi Palpatine.
Oh, nice.
This is all. If you wonder where do you get it, go to makerworld.com, search for Star Wars, and you can find most of the things that I'm finding anymore. So I don't print many Palpatines, but this Flexi model, I'm like, sure, why not? So he waves. He's like, hello, how are you? I hope you're fine. Hope you're doing well. I'm okay over here. That's him. I found this cute battle droid chibi. Did it in a bronze. I had bronze loaded.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he turned out pretty good. Yeah,
I'm really happy with it. Doesn't articulate, but it turned out really, really well.
Yeah.
I was happy with it. Most of the ones that I've done, I've already screenshot or posted photos to get going on or to share on social and tag MakerDeck and Polymaker. There's a baby Yoda or a regular Yoda ghost.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a baby Yoda ghost.
Yeah.
Halloween's coming up. So, most kids come trick or treating, getting candy. I'm like, no, you get a 3D printed Baby Yoda ghost. Sorry, not sorry. It's just the way it is. A few weeks ago, I found a super high poly, high resolution Darth Vader pen holder. Usually the ones that you've seen, the Darth Vader pen holder, are like, like super low poly. This one's very, very high quality.
All nice. Yeah.
On Maker World, like it's got the cape and everything. It printed with supports on the base, and it came off very clean. The supports came off super clean.
I'm gonna add that one to my list because that looks really nice.
This is a very nice one. And again, I never printed the low poly one. I'm like, yeah, I've seen it before. I'm like, the low poly is fine in certain respects, but it didn't capture me as much as this one did. And I've got that one permanently on my desk, given that I'm like mostly Darth Vader in here. Found this one. I think this is an AI made model of like a combo between Boba Fett and Darth Vader.
Yeah,
it kind of unique. You can tell it's like kind of scrappy, but that doesn't bother me. I really like the idea of mashing these two things up, and I thought it's worth doing. I had the filament loaded anyway, so I thought I'd give that a go. I've got so many new Hue Forges, including a Hue Forge of the first time I met Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah.
I did this.
I did two of these. One of them that I did was I basically cut around. So instead of it being a rectangle, I did it around the shapes. And so when I took my daughter, I scrimped and saved. Like last year, budget was tight. I don't have an amazing entertainment budget. My entertainment budget this year was basically spent on the entire year. Was spent on Weird Al Yankovic the Weird Al Yankovic concert, which is my daughter's first concert, because I knew I wanted to get VIP passes so that she could meet Weird Al, and she did. And we got, I got his autograph. So I printed out one of these things, and I had him autograph it, because you could autograph anything. And he looked at it like, what is this? Like, what's going? He's just so confused. I didn't even have a chance to. He was so tired. I didn't have a chance to explain. Oh, it's the first time. I said, well, it's the first time we met. He didn't make the connection, but that's okay. I mean, he was busy. He was tired, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I printed one of these, and that's the most recent Hue Forge that I did. The one previous was although I didn't upload that to anywhere because I don't think anybody wants to print me and Weird Al Yankovic. Like, why? Maybe if they superimpose their face over it, sure. But I hadn't uploaded it. It was more of a personal project. Same with the one I did of Rocket, which I don't have right now. But yeah, these are, I think, I've got others that I've done, of course, over the past however long, but that's just basically over the past week.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. So yeah, I don't know what you've been up to lately, Matt. Although I'm jealous of your carpet, your rug. What is it? Ruggable? Is that
Ruggable? Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
When you have dogs and you have a very excited dog, you have to worry about, So this is a nice washable rug, and it's Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, I need it. So,
well, I need something like it, no doubt about that.
Yeah. So I've been I worked on this last night, actually. This is Ghostface, the casual urban Ghostface. This is part 1. I still got to print the bottom half of him. Okay, here, let me try something. But my wife is very much into Ghostface. So I printed this. It was kind of rough along the edges and stuff, but it came off like quite a bit. Like 6 hours, 7 hours or something that. And it had a lot of filament changes too. Okay. It's doing the 2 colors. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm printing this because she has a big collection of Ghostface out in the living room. So I'm printing this. I got to print the bottom half. But the cool part, I think that most of them have been like Adidas on the bottoms, and I found a pair that are Nikes because we're a Nike household. So okay, I didn't know there was a difference. So yeah, so I printed that last night. Yeah, this is a much better view. I should have used this view. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I printed the Maker Deck logo for our meetups. that we can put on the. So what I'm going to do with this is I found a MagSafe stand that clips to the tables, and so I'm going to get a MagSafe ring and put it on the back here. So then we can just pretty much mount it right to the table and have the Maker Deck logo. I mean, it's such a cool logo.
Yeah.
With all the colors in it and everything. Yeah. So I think that will be.
Wait a minute. How did you print that with the different colors though? I mean,
so you print the base first.
Oh, and then the piece.
And then you print the colors all individually.
That's what it was.
And then I just glued them on.
Yeah, I remember that logo. Yeah, I think I've got a smaller version.
Yeah, I have a smaller version back here that's on my printing station too.
Yeah.
I did a test print with that before I printed the. I think this is like 400%. I don't know. It took up the whole space on the bed for the A1 Mini.
Yeah. And Arklin, I see what you're saying about the HueForge software. But you missed the meetup where we had the HueForge guys, team, I to a large degree, or certainly the creator of HueForge was out here visiting on their way to the Japan. Maker event. Oh, that's a big gonk.
Yeah.
That's how many percent?
I don't remember. I think this was whatever you downloaded it at. This was this thing. So it prints in two pieces. So this is the bottom half, and then it separates right here. You can kind of see the separation.
Is it a trash can?
Yeah. So you can put trash in there. There was a little antenna on the top, but I accidentally broke it off.
Oh,
I just didn't want to reprint it again.
Yeah,
so,
no.
It was very flimsy, and this was hard to get back on because it swings open and swings in and everything. So yeah, it's a little trash bin.
That's great.
I don't really use it for a trash bin, just because I have a wall with all droids in my office.
Oh, nice.
So this just fits so perfectly on there.
See, I have a house of Star Wars. It's everywhere.
I have a room, okay? And I think most I have outside of my room is the R2D2 toaster in the kitchen, and I have some cups in there. But yeah, so I have a room and I have a closet back here that's full of even more stuff that I haven't even been able to put out. But
tell me about it.
But yeah, so I printed this a few months ago, and this was probably one of my most favorite prints that I did.
Nice.
And surprisingly enough, it didn't fail at all. I didn't have any issues. It printed relatively easy.
It's a simple. I've done gonks before, and they're pretty simple.
Yeah. And then this prints in a separate piece, so you don't have to do the full color mix.
Smart.
But yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, smart. Hopefully your Secret Lab chair doesn't squeak like mine does. It's not Secret Lab, but it's a Darth Vader chair, so. Low poly,
I printed this. I usually just put a soda in it, actually.
Okay.
And I think it's a pen holder or plant holder or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find it a little cool. And when I'm sitting on my couch in my office, reading or whatever, I'll just throw a soda in there. It's like a perfect insert for it. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I have this. I have a ton of these, but I just printed these. It's kind of a little mesh, and it prints in two different pieces. So you print the base, and then you print the mesh part, and it connects. But I have these, I have one on the side of my desk. I have one over here on my print station. And I have a bunch of them that I just keep underneath. They're just nice to put little knickknacks in. I have a couple of maker coins in here.
Well, that's what I was saying. Let me see those chips. So are those the not licensed, but is that based on the maker chip model?
Yeah, so it's the correct size. I printed another maker chip model and everything. So yeah, this is the maker chip that I've been working on.
Now does that maker chip then go to makerdeck.net?
It doesn't go. I got to replace the barcode on this.
Okay, that's fine.
So I have another one that I'm going to print probably tomorrow with the official barcode and make sure that it prints all right and it actually goes to the Maker Deck website and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I've been doing. And then what I've been thinking about doing is making multiple different colors of them. So because it's going to be hard to print the multi.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
All the different logos and do different colors for each of the rings.
Yeah.
And I think that will be really good.
So wait, you hang on. You kind of you stalled out. But like, are you suggesting like doing another one like in all orange, another one in all red, another one in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great because then you'd have to collect them all, right?
Yeah. So and this I found on Maker World, and I'm just gonna modify it and add
the QR code.
QR code on there. And I think it'll come out pretty well. And then once I get those, I'll start printing them in bulk and going around and passing them around. And
and as soon as you have that model, then I'll be able to find. I don't have a multicolor system on my Mini. I have the multicolor system on the X1 Carbon just because I don't have much space up here. But yeah, I want to get I'll be turning them around as well in various colors.
Yeah. So so I'm really excited for this, but I printed it. It's the right size and everything. It meets the qualifications to maybe be a Maker
Okay,
20.
if it meets the qualifications, then we can get it listed on the MakerChip website. That I want to say Tech Jeeper, who's actually tonight. I think he's doing an interview on another show. But like I want to say he created that, maybe even in conjunction with K2. Who came up with the idea for MakerChip.
Yeah, I think it might have been him that I got it off of there, but yeah. So, and then I'll upload my version to the Maker World too. So
I think that's the right way to go. Or let's see here. So you got white, black. You can almost do two color. So you can do like a single color one, or you can alternate colors. Like red, orange, red, orange, red, orange, like on one chip. You know what I'm saying? You can have 4 colors.
So many combinations that you. So
yeah, and that was the idea when I first did did the logo. It was like I think there were 2 reds on the logo. It's at whatever is on current MakerDeck, right? The MakerDeck thing. The idea was that it could be any color combination. So if you liked it all blue, if you liked it all yellow, you just make it your own. With whatever in the middle, just M in the middle for Maker. Yeah, because I think we're gonna want to, we'll be passing those things out, left and right, especially when the MakerDeck.net site has got more information about the festival coming up in February.
Yeah, I think it'll be great once we get everything up and done.
I should have gone to this view to begin with. The Kit Kiln reached out to me.
Oh, I saw that on your Instagram, or I saw it somewhere on one of your socials.
This is crazy. Like, I've printed walkers before, and I've skipped so many because they're just too complex. The Kit Kiln has by far the definitive, and I mean the #1 Imperial Walker, like, model, period. End of story. Easy to print, easy to assemble. It articulates, right? You can tighten the legs and loosen them up, the feet. Everything articulates. It's snapped together, no glue. It's designed well, top to bottom. The head pivots, head swivels. But yeah, he made this, and I had to, because of, as I mentioned in the beginning, divorce kind of takes it out of you, and I lost a lot of my discretionary income. Okay, well, I love supporting people, but I wasn't printing a lot of the chunks, although I really want the AT-AT driver chunk, because I'm an AT-AT driver collector. But he ended up on his own volition. He reached out to me. He says, "Hey, Chris, I don't know if you're still a supporter, but wanted to make sure you had this." And so I'm very grateful that he gifted this to me. And then later he released the Snow Speeder. This is free. The Snow Speeder model is free. Polymaker, I feel, had the best colors for it. You can see it's not gray. It's like an off-white. The muted white makes a perfect Star Wars vehicle color. Very easy to assemble. Just snap things together. The Kit Kiln really does, as far as I'm concerned, some of the best models out there. And he's a kind guy for sure. Love to get him on the show at some point in the future. But either way, this he released the model, but then released he said, you can do it at half size, so it's closer to the scale of the AT-AT, or just a regular size. So I just went with regular size. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go regular on this one. I don't print a lot of vehicles, but I did that. And then the nice thing is the way you can see it's tilted, the way the stand is. And I printed this at 100%. Like, there's no infill. It's all solid. So I didn't want that to bend, but it's leaning. So you talk about you snapped off the Gonk antenna.
Yeah.
I was literally putting the final piece into place, and I snapped one of these parts. Snapped it, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, because I used infill, but I used very sparse infill. I didn't feel like doing it, but look, I glued it together so well. Even my girlfriend, it's like I glued it together so well. Can you even see?
No.
Which one? Can you tell which one it is? Even up close and in person. Sorry, it's the camera that's like refocusing there, but like you can't tell. Even I have to look at it and go, I think it. When I'm saying I think it was this one, yeah, I think it was this one. It barely registers as a layer line. I got it so well aligned.
Wow.
So well aligned and tilted. Like that was probably my best repair ever. Like on a model, because I was like, I did not want to have to reprint this whole thing and just like, I don't want to scrap it. I didn't want to scrap it. So these are probably, again, couple more recent builds are that are makes that I've done. And the one I'm doing next is like I don't know, how do I explain this? It's a stormtrooper and a big stormtrooper in a chair. Here, let me see if I can find the direct link, and then it'll be easier to for you to see it than it would be to explain it, which is like half the models that I print. Here, let me paste it in chat. Yeah, check that out. That's what I'm printing now. If you can you can't really easily click the link here in whatchamacallit here.
Yeah, I gotta copy
back
it.
channel. There's my back channel. It's heavy icon, the weight of fame, and it's this big stormtrooper in like a lounge chair.
Oh yeah.
Rifle. I'm like, anything that's unique, I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know if I'll print like 1 million of them, but certainly enough.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually.
Now I'm gonna move these because I'm afraid I'm gonna like swing around and break them. And I don't want to do that. It's the last thing I want to do. It's the worst feeling in the world. Is like snap, crackle, pop. So instead, you get to see my ultra orange shorts. There we go. But yeah, I feel like, and I've had conversations coming back onto the event thing. And by the way, can you see if you can pull up as I'm talking?
I'm working on the show and tell right now.
Okay, great. Then I'll just tell people kind of where my head's at. I'm always excited, when a new model is released that I'm really looking forward to. And there's so many models that I could print, and I know some people print everything and anything, and I'm like, that's great, but like I got to think, where's it going to go? Who's going to take it? And it's hard right now to even, give some models away that are made because, unless someone is like a fan or something, it's kind of difficult to pass on. And certainly I'm into printing, to support, makers in general, especially if they've done something, they want to try something. Yeah, sure, why not? Most of my interest, is in my fandoms, as I'm sure everybody, like, even though I'm not as much of a Pokemon fan as, let's say, Monsoon Josh, I did print the Darth Pokemon model that I found. That was a kind of fun one. Now they're everywhere. I've got a collection of prints. Everyone prints for different reasons. Everyone makes for different reasons. Everyone has different motivation. And events have been something, I guess, in my blood going back to 2001. I've produced Gnome Decks, Flogger Fair, Galaxar, which today we discovered may make a comeback. I don't know. I've got someone in tourism wanting me to bring the pop culture marketplace back. We shall see. Because it takes time. Hey, Dave's good to see you. Hope everything's going well on your front. We just got done showcasing some of our more recent makes here. But what we're talking about is, and what I was just dovetailing into, saving the date, February 21st, 2026. This will be happening before Rocky Mountain. I was already in touch with Justin when I was looking into dates. I'm like, I didn't want to conflict with any other maker event in any way, shape, or form, including Smurf. I was like, no, I don't want to go up against it. I don't, because there are some geeks up here on the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest that wouldn't be able to make both. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So February 21st, we found is the date. Registrations are not open yet. But once we've landed on something, then we're going to be spreading the news far and wide, and again, driving attention. My hope is that it's a busy day, it's a fun day. I'm certainly not expecting the world at all. I'm just expecting a good time to happen, and that's if we can make that a solid event, then great. And sometimes the first one is always the hardest. And given the appetite, from my understanding, of their people wanting a Pacific Northwest or Seattle area maker community event, this is it. This is about as good as it's going to get right now. And so I'm going to do my best to produce something that I think is going to be worth doing every year. I'm grateful that Matt is going to be helping. We've also got another friend, Ellen. She's going to be helping. I got her into 3D printing after she commissioned me to print some dragons. I didn't. Do you hang on, Matt? Do you want to hide your sidebar, or do you need to?
I'm trying
streamer
to
mode. Do you need to do streamer mode? I see your preview. But either way, I'm not expecting anything apart from the event happening. And if it goes off, if it happens, I'm happy. There are a lot of maker events to support, and especially if you love traveling. Not everybody has the opportunity to travel, and I know there are a lot of nerds and geeks and techies here in the greater Seattle area, who would want something like this, who may not already be familiar with a lot of the community-oriented events as much as maybe people who are more into social media or Twitch or streaming. They may not be familiar with names and designers that maybe quote unquote household names to the rest of us, or streamers, whoever in this greater online community. And it's my hope to kind of bridge that gap and to again bring a lot of the local makers together. We've already in doing the monthly meetups here, we connected with someone who's potentially going to be revealing software at the MakerDeck IRL 2026 event. And so I can't say anything because I'm under NDA, but for real. And I think it'll take the world by storm, the software that they're going to be revealing. So we may have kind of a pseudo exclusive of sorts that will hopefully make a big splash for the guy. And more information, of course, on that, in the future. But I've been doing events, large and small, and I don't see any reason to stop. My hope is that we start, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger till it really turns into a substantially larger festival that really makes an impact here in my community, but also in the greater Pacific Northwest, if not bigger than that. And again, it's a big world that we can share. It's not. I don't think this is a zero-sum game where you can only support one or the other. In fact, like I said, I've in touching base with a lot of other event producers. I just want to make sure we're not stepping on toes and we're playing nicely. MakerDeck has always supported the community events. We've sent people to the various community events over the years, and absolutely, for sure. I'm not. I'm not someone who believes that community is behind that kind of wall. Events are a different story. I'll tell you that. And thank you, Dave. I appreciate you saying it sounds amazing. We'll see. I think it will be amazing, quite honestly. Very few events that I've done I didn't want to do or I regretted doing. So that's me, and that's been my history with events. I mean, you can look them up. I've got another event on tap, but it's more for it's definitely more hyper local. I don't think anyone's going to travel very far for it, but more in the vibe coding side of things. If I've been making anything lately, it's been software. And I've been vibe coding up a storm. I've done a little bit of it on MakerDeck when I'm sharing to MakerDeck the screen that I might be iterating on. And I know Matt has got oops. Do I have a second? I do not. Give me a second. I can open this up. I can show you what I've been vibe coding, theoretically. If I do this right, and it doesn't screw things up, because sometimes it does. Where is it? It is, nope, not that. is not that. It's Gemini. There we go. Breakout. This is nope. That's not what I wanted to share. I wanted to. I guess I need to change another. Oops. Playing with OBS while you're live streaming can be a lot of fun. And I haven't messed with OBS in a while. But let's see if I can get this just about right. Yeah, I'm glad to see OBS is still going. Thank God. That's not. It's just weird how. Now, if I did this right, you, extra camera, should be able to see what it was that I was vibe coding recently. Here we go. I made this. It's a working game. It's currently not on the arcade, but I created this. I didn't touch a line of code.
Oh.
I just know it gets better. It's got like power-ups. And see, it flies through things and slows things down. So every level has different challenges. It should be like the levels should be generative past the first level, which is a bit more familiar with the traditional Breakout game, if you're familiar with Breakout at all. But this was something that someone by the name of Pixels, who joins me for my vibe coding live streams on Thursdays. He did a Breakout game that was like more 3D, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And I decided to iterate. Oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun. Oh God. Yeah, because some of those are not going to be destroyed, and others have to be hit twice.
Oh,
so
I see.
You see what I'm saying? So it's generative. Yeah. There's an extra life. Tacky holds on to it. So a tacky. You remember? Do you remember playing Arkanoid?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Breakout / Arkanoid, closer to Arkanoid than anything else. Oh crap! Extra lives. So yeah, this was all vibe coded. This was all created to in a web browser in Google Gemini, and I've been using Gemini almost exclusively as a vibe coding platform. And anybody who says, "Oh, I don't know anything about code," you can get started right now. Everything that I'm not a developer in any way, shape, or form, and the fact that I have been able to do everything on this page. Look, there's the teaser on the top of the page. Looks like I'm word wrapping there. I'll have to adjust that. That's easy enough. This page itself was vibe coded, but everything on this page in this app, and I've got an RSS feed there now. Everything on this page, every app that was developed was vibe coded. This iPhone simulator, vibe coded. The entire, there's not a single graphic. Everything here, all these little apps, all these crazy little apps. They're just vibe coded. Like, nothing about this. Remember the iPhone when it was awesome? Yeah, you laugh. Compared to the way it is now. Anyway, the whole thing was created in HTML. These are all single page HTML apps, and every week I do 2 or 3 new ones. The one that I'm working on now. I did the Breakout that has not uploaded. There's a few bugs in it. I did a Commodore 64 one, so it's a C64 done in HTML, done in Google Gemini. The Matrix.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
it's a good one. Everything here, almost 100, almost up to 100.
How long does it take you to vibe code one of these?
Depends. So like, if it depends on if I like it or if I don't. Like Chicken. That's one I did last week. If you remember Freeway, the Atari game, the Activision. Oh crap! The Activision Atari game. Oh crap! You could never move left or right. You could only move up or down, and you couldn't get hit by a car. And you had to try to cross. Why did the chicken cross? It was called Freeway, and you were a chicken.
Yeah, I think I remember it. You almost had it.
Yeah, it's very simple. I didn't want to get too complex with it. I'm like, I wasn't going to get crazy with the graphics. Very simple, straightforward, and just called it Chicken instead of Freeway. So this one didn't take too long, but it was a lot of refining, a lot of getting the font right, getting the layout right, getting everything right. But if I've been making, it's not just been in 3D printing. It has been in making these single-page web apps and just doing nothing more than prompting, quite honestly. That is, in fact, where is I can find. I've got like 3 or 4 windows open here. A Gemini. There we go. I've got a Gemini chat. That's if I can find. I wonder if I could find a recent one that I was doing. Well, I use Google Gemini and I prompt my way through it. One of the another one that I did, I sent a link to, or I sent something off to a friend who's into Star Trek. I'm like, hey, are you into vibe coding? I wonder, I'm surprised you haven't done an LCARS thing, like Star Trek TNG.
Yeah.
And so I vibe coded an LCARS, like you tap it, you click it, and it does a random like layout. Like an LCARS kind of interface with all these modules. It's not perfect, but it's like, something silly, something like fun.
There's a dentist office. I don't remember where it's at, but there's
I heard about this. Yeah.
But he's got the screens, and I'm like, how did you get like all these screens? Like, really want to go there and see how he did it, because like, I mean, literally you can interact with them and it's crazy.
This is this is not done yet. Like, there's a few things on there that I just like, I keep getting hung up on. Like, I don't like that. It's just like, why did you do this? So it's not quite there yet, but hey, my boo, good to see you. And Pixel, don't underplay it, dude. You do great. It was without you, I wouldn't have thought about Breakout. And by the way, Dave, that's amazing. I'm glad that you were able to do that. More power to you, dude. Like with the Ghostbuster stuff too. I still remember when you were showing us your collection. It's crazy. So yeah, this is everything that I do is just like, okay, based on an idea, go into Gemini and kind of prompt your way through it. So like one of the things I'm going through right now, just to kind of show you, today we had, as I said, we had a, I guess I can do this. Give me a second. Let me move that over here and go full. And then we'll go into, I want to showcase makes, for a little bit before winding down. Today we had a meeting for the Maker Deck event with our local liaison from Visit Issaquah. And we were talking about things, and she said, what about bringing back Galaxar, the pop culture marketplace idea? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just like, well, what do you need? I'm like, I need a lot. Like, it's not easy to do an event. It's fun and it's very rewarding, but it can be expensive and it can be tedious. And I'm all about systems and finding repetition. So the vibe coding event that I'm doing, we've got, let's see here, it's over on LinkedIn. Oh, where can is this it? Oh crap, not that. Not notifications. LinkedIn. I'm seeing if I can find the actual post, because then I can just share that. Yeah, that's the post. So the vibe coding event that I'm doing, it's happening at Amazon. First one is in October. We've got a couple of other sponsor leads coming in for it, but this will be monthly, and I'm looking into getting it live streamed as well. So it'll be live streamed in my channel on Twitch. But that's called Control Alt Create. The webpage for it was vibe coded entirely. All the copy, everything vibe coded. The registration, not vibe coded, but the good news is for this free event, it is, we've got 39 seats remaining for free, starting at 75 last week. So a little over half have been taken by people who want to get together. Even if you've done nothing in software, my belief is anybody can make something real in 2 hours. Even if you're not a software developer, you'll be developing software. And so the goal is bring people together, give them a keyword, and have them build. So I'm doing that event, obviously talking about the Maker Deck event, talking about the Galaxar event, and I started thinking, like, do I need to be creating an events company? Like, what does that look like? What do I need? What is it that I'm doing? So I went to Gemini, which has kind of been my go-to, and I kind of fed it the information. I don't want to hear like yes. I want to have my convictions challenged. And I had it create, a blueprint that made sense, figuring out the structure. But really, like, I thought, the first person I need to find for this is got to be an operations person, someone who knows how to take an idea and see it to fruition. What was interesting is, based on everything that I gave it, it was able to return, the first person that you need to try to find is a director of operations, even down to being able to figure out, well, here's how you could potentially compensate that person, right? Compensate them this way, getting creative with the compensation models around it. So Gemini helped me, flesh that out, which is, really, kind of exciting. But that's how I've been leaning into AI and helping me create the things that I've been creating, whether it's, silly software that, does things like, the LCARS interface or the Matrix or a chicken game or the Windows NT pipes, all the way back to, all these other, wacky things that just are silly ideas until they come to fruition. I've been using these tools to create more than just simple things. Yes, I've even used AI to create models. I know some people bridle at that idea. They hate that idea. But I've been able to do, and I should have grabbed them. I don't have any on hand right now, but I did like stormtroopers, but I replaced their heads, or I made them animals. So like an armadillo stormtrooper or like a dog stormtrooper or a cat stormtrooper. I just haven't uploaded them everywhere. I've only uploaded the Lynx stormtrooper at this point. But anyway, I've been making more than just 3D printing. I've been making events. I'd say some models, but making software thanks to AI. I vibe coding. More to me, making is just creating something that wasn't created before. So it's a little more than 3D printing to me. So you've got your. We'll pull this up. This is from the MakerDeck, the MakerDeck Show and Tell. And so thank you, Matt, for pulling this up.
Yeah.
La Calavera does a ton of vintage toy models. Ton. I never became his patron not because he doesn't do amazing things, he does, but most of the things that he creates, I'm like, I collected He-Man stuff and I love the Thundercats, but I was all about the 5 POA. I was all about the smaller figures. So I printed, like, he did a fake or a He-Man one years ago. I did that one. They articulate. They're great guy. La Calavera. And Phantom Printer is another person who's he's a lot like me in the sense that he likes a lot of these vintage things. But if I was into X-Men and He-Man and Thundercat, dude, my whole life would be printing his stuff because he does an amazing job with his models. And Phantom Printer, now that I think Phantom Printer just recently got a printer that does multicolor because he didn't have one for a while, and then he got one, and then he's able to do prints like this rather than having to paint them. So it changes your life when you get a multicolor printer for sure. That's a good one. Yeah, he did it on an A1 Mini. Sorry, I'm getting a drink here. Oh, the Great Gazoo? Great Gazoo? Yeah. I almost said the Great Garloo, but I think Garloo was another one. Wasn't Garloo the monster thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Decibel's done the Flintstones, so it makes sense that he went with the Gazoo, or the Great Gazoo, because he was in the Flintstones, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
that turned out really well too. He did. Oh, he's from Red Dad Steve, and I think that makes sense that he did that. A Flexi Midnight Wolf. Why? Why?
Why not?
Corn. Why did it have to be corn? Hey, you know what? I tell you what, that's a dang good Flexi corn. I tell you, if I were to 3D, if someone were to do something with corn, that's the kind of thing I'd want to print for them and hand it over. Here you go, have some Flexi corn. It almost sounds like unicorn, doesn't it? Flexi corn.
Yeah.
Flexi corn. What's this here? Oh, one of Clock Spring. Yeah, that's right. Decibel, one of the mods, and mod doesn't put it right. He helps overnight. Our time overnight. He's down under. Helps watch the deck along with Mike over in most of the overnights. When everybody else is asleep.
He's great because whenever my prints fail or whatever, I always get a notification in the morning or in the middle of the night, and it's always great because then I can go. If I'm getting up to go to the bathroom or whatever, I always check my phone just to see if there's
just in case.
You never know, and then I'll run to the office and fix it. So
see, I don't think I've done many Clock Springs. I think I did one a while ago, but that was it. A lamp. Haven't done many lamps either.
I don't think I have it anymore. I did a Death Star lamp and I used clear filament. It didn't come out very well, but I used clear filament, and there's this, you go to IKEA and you can get this lamp and you get rid of the shade altogether, and then you just put the lamp up in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just didn't turn out the way I expected, but maybe I wasn't using the right type of filament. But that's a nice lamp though.
See, I just, these are the things I'm like, man, that's cool. And when I have a need for it, I'm absolutely, all in. Now, see, this
is really nice.
Yeah, this I'm going to ask him, like, okay, if you need me to become another patron, I'd be happy to. But like, my first Star Wars figure is the AT-AT driver. The very first one. I do have one here. I've got a few of them actually, but like, Play Action Toys did an AT-AT driver model. He did it a while ago, but like he back when he was, before anything, I mean, I gave him a lot of feedback, and I think this was largely before I was doing multicolor. Are you sure? Was this before I was doing multicolor? I think it was. And I had to paint some bits on it, but yeah, I had the AT-AT driver, a 3D printed. And maybe he'll revisit it, but yeah, that's a pretty cool chunk. I haven't done many chunks at all. After he stopped doing the Lego stuff, I was like, it's cool, but like, it's not. I like it a lot, but it's got to be a very special character for me. Speaking of special character, did you see Lego's going to be releasing a gingerbread AT-AT with a gingerbread Darth Vader?
No.
Figure? Yes. Like,
when does that happen?
Yes, it's like they just announced it either today or yesterday. There's going to be a Darth Vader minifigure, gingerbread minifigure, and then a Lego AT-AT gingerbread AT-AT. Incredible! I'm so looking forward to it. Mighty Wolf coming in here. We got some lighthouses.
Lighthouses, yeah.
Those look nice too.
Details are actually pretty good on it.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah, looks clean.
More dragons, Lost Soul,
and a cat.
Might have done that.
Look at the cat.
The cat is like, I'm all about this dragon. This smells like dragon. You should reply and say, yeah, but what filament was that cat printed in?
Yeah.
Another rack of maker chips for maker chips.
Oh yeah.
Because you gotta have a collection. That's a good color combo there. Although I'd be worried about the silk being too brittle. I mean, with strong enough filament, you should be okay. I mean, especially if you're going to be taking things in or out. That's Sally's prints there. That's a nice. Oh, oops! I see that. The box. I don't print enough containers. It's a good way of transporting your maker coin chips. So
if you go over, I've been organizing my drawers, and I spent like a week and a half printing these little containers because I have Alex drawers. And,
are you doing Gridfinity?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember what I'm using, but I just got these quick little drawers just to put things in, and because I just been throwing everything in there, and I finally got tired of it, and I was like, I need to do something about it. So
I know where things are in my drawers generally. And I have full of,
well, it got to me because I tried to open a drawer and I couldn't open it anymore.
Oh, that's bad.
It was stuck, and there was actually stickers that were stuck to the top.
Oh, crap.
And so, some pumpkins. I don't know what this is.
Which one? That one?
It looks. I don't know that those are 3D printed.
Well, he made wings, so guess technically speaking, he did make food.
Yeah, he did make. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, Tweety. That turned out really well.
Yeah, that did.
See, I last time I did anything like animated, I did Snorks. Hex 3D had Snorks, and I did those, but I haven't done any Looney Tunes.
Oh, there we go.
Red Dad Steve. Yeah, he's done a lot of this kind of stuff. I did the Snorks. Then I did the Gummy Bears. I did Gummy Bears and Snorks. Maybe it's just the ones that you don't see a lot of there. Guess we just fell on the wall. alligator there.
More alligators.
Floppy alligator by Bearded Printer. An owl. See, I haven't done a lot of painting.
Yeah.
I probably could do more.
Phone holder. Oh, that's for the new Samsung Flip, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. That's a good holder for it.
Yeah, it's even got like the little magnet in there. Yeah. Because Samsung doesn't do magnet on their chargers, so
it's a good
or on their phones. But,
I'm still not going to get a flip or a fold.
I almost did it. I almost pulled the trigger, but
until they come to like flagship, I don't know, and until the software, to me, until the software was like sings, I'm just not. I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't think the software is right for it.
Yeah.
And everything, it just looks too wide. I'm like, that would bug me. It would just bug me. I couldn't do it.
I was against it because I thought it was so thick, but when they released the Samsung Fold, and it was so thin, I was like, oh my God, that just makes, I don't know. I like a thin phone. I just don't like a thick phone, and I know that the Flips originally were more thick.
See, I guess the thickness doesn't bother me. I'm all about, to me, performance, flagship features, and that the software just works, and it works well. It's one of the reasons why, as much as I've got I should have brought this with me. I got the Pixel 10. Did I tell you? This Pixel,
you got it.
I earned $200 back. I didn't spend anything on this Pixel 10.
Oh, wow.
So this is the Pixel 10 Pro. I upgraded my Pixel 9 XL, and basically in the process, like, it said, oh, we'll give you $150, if you get the new phone. I'm like, okay. So I'd already pre-ordered, canceled that, pre-ordered it with the $150 discount. So I'm like, okay, saved $150. Did the trade-in. I'll be getting $600 for that when that gets processed. And so after everything was said and done, it came down to $8.78. And I'm like, okay, that's good for a Pixel 10 Pro. And then I realized when I got the Pixel 10, I got the Gemini AI Pro subscription for like, what is it, $200 a year?
Yeah.
Got it. And I was like, well, I wonder what's going to happen. Because last month, in an effort to save money, I basically got rid of a few things and upgraded my subscription for the Google account, the whatever it was, the different tiers for the 2 terabyte from monthly to annual, because that saved you a few pennies. And I got that, and so what they did was they refunded me the prorated difference. So effectively, I got that $200 back. Nice. So I got paid. This didn't cost me money. I'm getting the money back.
That's the way to do it.
It's the best deal I think I could have ever gotten on a smartphone. I'm not using it as a primary device because I'm not thrilled about Google software, and quite honestly, their camera, their photos used to be better, I think, and I'm not the only one to say that. It used to be better. I moved on to Samsung and haven't honestly I haven't looked back. What do we got here? Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
Oh, no worries. Basket.
Wow.
I actually printed this before. They were Easter baskets I printed for my wife to take to work for her employees. And I 3D printed the baskets. And then you get the handles, and there's a little screw that you can just order off of Amazon, and you screw the handles in on the sides. That's pretty good.
Huge froggy druid staff? Oh, to bring to a Ren fair. That's big. That's gigantic. Wow. Oh, there we go. Hue Forge. I did an Hue Forge, but not like that. I'll be showing up the Hue Forges at the art meetup thing that we're doing.
Oh yeah.
I'll be bringing my Hue Forges down because I think people will get real. They'll be like, "Wait, you 3D printed this?" Yeah.
Yeah. Some more baskets. Let's see.
I've never done a basket. Oh, could be the few. Someone who got canceled.
Yeah.
I've also Crafty Maker. I know has done these. I haven't done a shadow box yet.
Yeah, I saw one at a like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
There's a farmer's market that goes on in Tacoma, which is just south of us, and it's like it's not a horror farmer's market, and they sell a bunch of stuff. But on May the 4th, for the weekend of the May the 4th,
right,
they did Star Wars, and so they had a bunch of Star Wars vendors that were there, and so we went down there and I saw one of these similar to this one there.
So yeah, I would have loved to have done something like that, but maybe in the future, like a Star Wars themed this, that, or the other thing.
Jaws.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jaws is actually back on the big screen.
I finally watched it with Gretchen. When was it? Like a few months ago. She had seen it before a long time ago, and I'm like, I just want to watch it, and so I can say I've seen Jaws.
Yeah.
Officially, I hadn't yet, but
I saw it last year, I think, or a couple of years ago when it was on the big screen. So, some type of one-handed Xbox controller. Some rope pulls. These are actually kind of cool. I've printed something similar to this before, yeah.
See, I haven't done a lot of what a lot of others have done.
Yeah, it's kind of like the mesh bowl that I have too.
I like, to me, it's like, because there's a billion things to print, right? It's like, what am I printing for? Who am I printing for? What's the goal? Is this cool? Is this something I want? Is this something I'm going to give to somebody, to make for somebody? That's
that is pretty cool, actually.
Almost looks like an AI. It's got to be an AI. Look at the ships and the Death Star.
Yeah.
Which again,
It is cool.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's not me crapping on AI. I'm, like I said, I'm just the opposite. I've made models in AI that I've uploaded, and they look good too. They print well. Some of those twitching modes. Oh wow, a magnetic elephant. That's cool. I printed a pickle Rick for my girlfriend, one of my girlfriend's nieces. And I printed a Larry the Cucumber for her and her daughter. So, like, she's got them on the fridge right now. So, like, they must love pickles because they're just on the fridge, just slap magnets on the back of them. A friend of mine has a 3D printed TV. This is what Pixel says. Put all the electronics in it so it functions as a real TV. Oh, nice. For a second there, I thought that was a face hugger. But no, it's a coyote. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that movie. I think it's going to be released on HBO. Oh, there's a chunky R2.
Yeah, I want to print this.
That's a good one.
I want to print this for my R2, my droid shell. Yeah.
I like that chunk design. That design is that's a good chunk design. But there's just something. But again, I'm not begrudging at all. I think he's an amazing designer, and it kills me that he had to redo. Or he basically had to pivot away from the Lego style because he was doing an amazing job. And I know other people have produced like larger Lego minifigures, and I haven't tried a lot of them. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. The detail's really nice in it.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. So,
it's styled very well. And again, this is not feedback. It's not criticism in any way, shape, or form. Like, this is all everyone's. I think
everybody's different.
Amazing job.
Yeah.
It's just that's it comes down to a personal choice. His vehicles are off the hook. And I printed a couple of his chunks before I had to stop being a member, but I still very much support the stuff that he does. A big pen.
Okay.
Huge.
Oh yeah, see, there's the original pen, and this is a big pen.
Scaled up, huge.
Yeah,
it works.
It's like a little shelf of some sort.
A shelf. I printed benches.
Yeah, I printed. Oh, benches. Yeah. I actually printed a shelf for my wife this weekend because she has a collection out in the living room.
I should probably start doing that. I should probably start printing. Oh, look at that! It's for the chunks.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you can see. Okay, so you can see some of his original stuff.
Yeah.
Because he did. I don't think he did the Rex. But he did the Ahsoka, 3PO, Mando, Armorer. See, you can see the chunk Chewbacca, 3PO. I did a chunk Stormtrooper. I did a chunk, I think Baby Yoda, and then a chunk Vader, the Christmas Vader. I did the Christmas Vader chunk, but I didn't do too many others. Yeah, I definitely didn't do the 3PO one, unfortunately. It's a fun one.
Yeah, that's got some good detail to it. Turned out really nice.
Yeah, like I said, he's skilled and he does an amazing job at what he does.
Looks like some legs for a
feet. Yeah,
feet for a Nintendo.
TPU, he said. Yeah, TPU.
Yeah.
Is that a Battlestar? Is that a Cylon Raider? Yep. That's nice. Who did that? Who made that? If I was more into Battlestar Galactica, Phantom Printer printed it, but who's the maker or the model? Who design? Oh, it's a Fab 365.
365.
That doesn't surprise me. Fab 365 has a lot of sci-fi stuff. William Jack does designs. It looks like that's the third or fourth that he's made.
Nice.
See, I know people like Bricks is. I know everybody's like all about getting more printers. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how to do more with less.
I don't know where to put another printer.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't have a print farm. I have space, but I'm like,
but if you have space, then where are you going to put the stuff that you print?
But then what am I exactly? What am I printing? I have to think about this stuff. Like the Star Wars stuff, like I just cram it here, cram it there. I got to add another shelf, move this over here, put that over there. And I mean, I'm making constantly. Oh yeah, that's a Decibel's other.
Turned out pretty good.
Yeah, like a saber-tooth. Saber-tooth skeleton. Is that a plunger? What is that? Hang on. What is that? What did it say? Plunger something. The plunger cameraman from Skibbity Toilet.
Oh.
That's a thing on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
Ali Bamboo. Do Flunky. Wait, what did he do? Ali Bamboo. Drawing? Was it a drawing?
Looks like
those are what? Those are dead bears, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or Grateful Dead bears, whatever you call them. I'm not sure I catch the reference, but those bugs turn out well. Those bugs turn out very well.
Oh yeah, here's the bug.
Yeah. See, I have a feeling if I needed to print for my daughter's classes, I'd be printing like those.
Yeah.
I would do monochromatic for my classes. They turn out better, obviously, with multicolor, but depending on what you're using for. I think I've seen those bookmarks. Those are nice hue forged.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the second page? Yeah. Oh, like a chibi style. Boy, those did turn out well. He's not using those as bookmarks? He's got them mounted.
Yeah, it looks like they're in type of a frame of some sort, so.
Yeah, those are well, so and he's only got 4 colors, so it must have. Yeah, those turned out very, very, very well. Almost to the point where like, I could use some bookmarks if I had anywhere near the same colors.
Books that I have read. Isn't Jedi reading books, or did?
She wants to, theoretically. I got her a Kindle for her birthday. I don't know if that's going to help her though. I would like it to help her, but I don't. I'm probably more optimistic than I should be, because like if she's not reading quote unquote real books, I don't think she's going to start with a Kindle. But
yeah,
I could be wrong. Oh, Mando. Yeah. This William Jack does a pretty dang good job with these streamer graphics. Big time.
Yeah. Looks good.
And by the way, it looks like your buddy Dynek is this week's been printing a Voron 2.4.
Oh, nice.
Further than I got with it. I'm a moron when it comes to Voron. I'm a Voron moron. Not that I don't support it, obviously. Clearly I support it.
An RC airboat.
By the way, thank you, TC Jamie, for subscribing 47 months in a row. It is September on Twitch. September. So thanks again for all your support in whatever ways you're able to provide it. Oh, a chunk Wolverine. Coaster. Water had a link to the coasters. I don't know, coasters for some reason, but it didn't embed. Boy, William Jack's all over the design stuff. Look at that. I'm guessing that's original graphics too.
Yeah. Looks good. It's clean.
Yeah. Oh, classic mail truck. Fix 'em, dude. Motors. Oh, it turned out really well.
It did.
I've got. I like printing his Fix 'em, dude motors at like 50%. And then printing them all like at the same time on the A1 Mini, and then gifting them. Although I don't have all all of the models right now, I don't know if all of them fit on the current plate anymore. But I'll have a small array on the 20th for the event, the artist event, where we're going to be showcasing a lot of the Maker World stuff, Maker Deck stuff.
This is an umbrella holder.
Interesting. I finally purchased like an umbrella stand, like a full-on stand. But for more than just an umbrella, though.
Well, somebody's selling it for $39.
Whoa!
The reason 572 why 3D printer can save you money. Because that probably costs anything to print, really.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make you money if you sell it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So he basically did he reverse engineer it?
Looks like it, because it looks pretty similar to it. But yeah. Our 3D printer has saved us a lot. Like,
oh yeah.
So much stuff that we've done. So.
I don't know if it's saved me a lot. I've done commissions. But I don't know if it's saved me anything. I'm struggling to think what it would have saved. For me, at least. That's one hell of a dragon, dude.
Yeah. Look at the detail on it.
I don't think I've... Oh, it looks like it... Was that assembled? That wasn't printed place. Yeah, that looks assembled. Look at the wings.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the attachments. It looks like it was clipped on. Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Organization.
Organization.
Think of all the organization that you can do. Yeah, you could do some shelves, and you could probably put more stuff in your Darth Vader your Darth Vader prints and everything you got.
Oh, no doubt. Like I know that everything here that I have could be optimized 7 ways from Sunday.
Yeah.
Zeroed out in my mind. Caution, hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see what happened there?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh, it's horrible.
More from William Jack.
Boy, he does VTuber design.
Yeah. Looks like it. It's nice.
I know someone who does the VTuber thing, but now I guess I know someone who does the designs. That's good. I'm gonna have to keep that one in my back pocket in case like that ever comes up. Like someone needing a VTuber kind of thing. Because that is a whole thing. That's a whole subculture, VTubing.
A glow in the dark.
Huge benchy. Gigantic benchy. I've printed benchies, but never. I think I've printed one traditional benchie. Every benchie that I've printed has been a non-traditional benchie.
Yeah, same here. Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, that's another Kit Kiln. Kit Kiln did a few of those.
Yeah.
He did a Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers. I think he did Tetris. I don't even think I grabbed him. Oh, so hey, William Jack does thumbnails too?
Oh yeah.
This guy.
That
Look at this guy. Huh. I don't know. Every time I say, oh, just change them, and like none of them ever work. None of them. Oh, he reprinted the Patrol Trooper. Play Action did. I'm sorry, not Play Action. That's Phantom Printer. Phantom Printer printed the. Yeah. Because he was watching when I would 3D print in multicolor. I'm like, no, dude, it's night and day. Well, William Jack is all over it, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Osaka Arcana shadow box. Yeah, it's a cool shadow box.
Oh yeah, here's one of another.
When I do, see if I did those, I'd be like, where am I gonna put it? Like I'm like, I have to have a place for it, a place to hang it.
I got a wall though. I got a wall all over here. I could do a whole collection of shadow boxes on there.
I just hung an actual painting. Someone had done an actual painting of Rocket. I just hung that. I'm just getting started on his there.
I'm not sure what he's printing there.
He said Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein.
Oh no, that's just, I think that's not a Frankenstein model. I think it's how he assembled the printer to print.
Oh, got it.
So he's saying it's like a Frankenstein kind of Frankenstein's monster kind of thing. The transforming pawn. Oh, pawn, like a collapsible queen pawn. I don't know.
So YouTube link. I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's all good. Kenneth did a monkey, flexi monkey.
Comes with his own sound effects.
Yeah. Sent you a Pokemon someone. Yeah, you know, I've seen so many. I never did the Pokemon thing. Like I said, it's gotta, I mean, we all print for different reasons. There's no wrong way, no disparaging remarks to anybody at all. There's no wrong way of doing it. There's nothing. If you like it, do it. If you want to make it, do it. If you want to print it, do it. Don't let anybody else's opinion change your mind. Just do it. Because we all have homes that we're making, right? We all have. Okay, I gotta start wrapping up.
Okay.
Gretchen's here. So, like, you know, I love my makers. I love my mats. But, you know.
No, it's good.
When the girlfriend comes a knocking.
Yeah.
We scroll back enough. Of course, keep your prints going in there. We'll be back next Tuesday. For another Maker Deck mashup, giving any kind of updates in terms of the event. If we have any makes from this past week, other maker talk, maybe we'll even be able to bring somebody else in, just to kind of keep that conversation going and lively. And thank you everybody for tuning in. The hope is Maker Deck will continue to go and grow. As I said, we've been going ever since. We've got 70 people currently watching on Maker Deck Live on Twitch, going 24/7. We're doing monthly Maker Deck meetups here in the greater Seattle area. There's going to be a very large scale maker event in the very much in the spirit of an ERF on February 21st, 2026. That's what we're hoping is going to be an annual event. And everybody, of course, isn't everybody. And I mean everybody, even people who hate me are invited. Even people who are sworn enemies of Maker Deck are invited. Like, I have Maker Deck. I don't. You're invited. Even if you don't like me, it's not about me. It's about everybody coming together, and maybe making amends. Who knows? I hope we're able to bridge the gap and bring community together. In the spirit of community, just bringing people together. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah,
for
me
joining. I'll see you in between and online, and then potentially next Tuesday to go over stuff.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm free. I think I pinged you on the back channel. So
Yeah, no, definitely.
all right,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks
Thanks.
again. Wait, hang on. We're on Twitch. We could raid somebody. We haven't done that in ages, but I always forget when I end a stream. Oh, it's going to be an embarrassment, I'm sure. Because it's like he brought over 2 people. Whoever's on Twitch, 6 people. And then I'll be streaming again all the in all the go-betweens here. There we go. Wait, why was I not seeing a Horde 72? I just saw your stuff. Okay, I think I'm getting set to raid. Twitch has changed everything. There we go. Okay. So on Twitch, we're going to be raiding Zombie Hedgehog, sending all you 3D printing folk. I'll be restreaming again all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'll be back on Thursday evening personally for more vibe coding fun. I got a few things that I've been doing as I kind of showcased tonight, and probably more to come as the ideas come to me. All right, we will see you on the flip side. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, nice and easy. Yeah, it's a good thing. Now I gotta find. I've got like three windows open that I've got like. Where the hell is the window? I've got like 3 Google windows open. It's crazy.